G'day guys, this is episode 3 of the BT-50 build. This is going to be a pretty quick one. I'm just going to cover 2 items. The third and fourth thing that I did to the BT-50. These will be the last things that I did before weighing the car. Everything after this video will either add or subtract weight from the build. But these things were already done before I took it over the weigh bridge for the first time. So basically all I've done is I've replaced the spare wheel, which is a steel, and I got an alloy as a replacement. I actually got 2 alloy rims from a car dealer over east. Put a tyre on one of them and the other one I've kept as a spare. So the 4 tyres that came with this car were Toyo open country all-terrains. They had about 75% thread left. So I was happy enough to introduce a brand new tyre into the rotation because the other 4 tyres weren't too worn. It's quite easy to show you this at the moment because I've removed the tray. Basically all I've done is add this factory alloy. Then I've ordered a spare alloy, which is in the box over there. So at the moment I've just run 5 wheels. If I ever need to, I can run 6. I just have to put a tyre on the other rim. So I contacted Mazda, and these factory alloys have a load rating of 925 kilos. For me at the moment that's plenty. I only plan on doing some touring and I want to try and keep the build as light as possible, so the load rating should be fine. If I do happen to crack one of the alloys, I've got 2 spare, and then if I go through them, that's when I'll start looking at some higher load rated 4-wheel drive wheels. The reason I didn't want the spare was because it had a highway terrain tyre, and being steel, not alloy, it has a different weight. So I can't really use it as a 5-way rotation. This way I can rotate the 5 wheels, get an extra 20% of life out of the tyres, and it gives me a spare that I can drive on long term if I have to. And if I ever do a long trip, I've got a 6th wheel in a box that I can put a tyre on and take with me if I need to. Alright, so extra wheel, alloy, matches the others with the same tyre on it. That was the 3rd thing I did, and then I've got a 6th wheel as a backup that I can use if I crack one of these alloys. So the next thing I did after that, which we'll just go through briefly, is I tinted the windows on the cab. I don't think the aircon's the best, to be honest, so the darker tint definitely helps keep the cab cool, helps on the eyes, and offers better sun protection. So pretty important in Australia and relatively cheap to do. Cost me about $270 or thereabouts. So the weight of the car remains the same for this part of the build. So, truck.